In Gilbert, firefighters believe that fireworks were to blame for this house fire near Williamsfield Road and Val Vista. Now that the sun is rising, we're getting a better idea of the damage left behind by those flames.
So Kylie joining us live at the scene with the very latest. And Kylie, these circumstances just heartbreaking for this family.
It certainly is really sad. They thought they did everything right. They doused the fireworks with water, put them away. They were using the legal fireworks, but unfortunately, they put them in a trash can. That trash can ignited a few hours later, and this home is now a total loss. Eventually, it'll be leveled. You can see we had crews here overnight, boarding things up, putting up the fence, and now we're joined by Deputy Chief Mark Justice with Gilbert Fire. I know you've been up all night. You've talked to this family, and you said they're a great family. And it is just so heartbreaking because now they don't have a place to call home.
Absolutely. This is one of those there's a couple of takeaways from here that these are preventable. Every New Year's and every 4th of July, we're on something like this, and at least in our community here in Gilbert, and you hear about it all the time. Celebrate 4th of July, enjoy that, but put that stuff in a non-flammable bucket. Let that stuff cool for at least 24 hours before you take that out. Everything they put in that garbage can was cool to the touch, and for whatever reason, something continued to heat up afterwards and cause that fire that brought us to this. The teachable moment in this is this family didn't have working smoke detectors real recently, and the only thing that saved their lives last night were the smoke detectors that went off on this house to give them just enough time to get out, because as they were leaving this house, there was smoke all the way to the ground. So when our crews arrived on scene, they called immediately. There was fire already venting through the roof of this home.
Yeah, you said a week and a half ago, they were like, okay, we've got to change the smoke detectors. We've got to update them. Thank goodness they did that. But it just goes to show fireworks. I mean, you can even use the legal ones, right? And it can still be dangerous, and it can still, unfortunately, lead to a situation like this where you don't have your home anymore.
Absolutely. Like you said, they thought they did absolutely everything right, and they were legal, and they used them in the manners in which the town ordinances say to use them. They're just devastated because they felt like they were really took all of the precautions, and you see the results of that. So it's completely dangerous, not only from the medical side of it, from what can happen from that, but on these where it's just complete devastation hours later. I mean, they went to bed thinking that they had celebrated 4th of July, had a great day with their family and their kids, hung out at the pool, and go to sleep and woke up to smoke detectors, and their house is completely destroyed.
And most people don't know about the 24-hour thing. I didn't realize that until today, and I was doing stories about it last week. As far as what happens now, we know you've got fire investigators here. They've got a missing dog. We hope the dog's not inside, but you're combing through, and you're hoping to give the family some closure and maybe a miracle as well.
Absolutely hoping for a miracle. I'm a dog person, so we're hoping that they had all those animals with them right as they were exiting the home. There was 2 dogs and a bird. For whatever reason, that dog, they don't know if he turned and went back into the home or just took off. So we're hoping for a miracle that somebody finds him. He's around here in the neighborhood, and Chip does have a collar on with their contact information. So we're hoping for that at this point.
Crossing our fingers. We're here at Val Vista and Williamsfield Road. We appreciate your time this morning. We know it's been a long night. You've been up all night, but thanks so much for chatting with us this morning. We're hoping maybe that eventually we could touch base with the family. Obviously, we know that in these situations, a lot of times families say, we don't want to talk, but we hope that maybe by sharing their story, the community here can kind of rally together and help them. We know that, again, they were going to be on vacation today. They were leaving town, and certainly sad that this is their new reality. So we'll continue to work the story, guys, and bring you any updates throughout the day. But for now, we'll send it back to you.